be some shit that a parent say. Like straight the fuck up. Like my mama didn't know everything I did, but goddamn it, she knew everything I did. If you understand what I'm saying, to where
Right.
the guns and the shit that these motherfuckers be having nowadays, bro. How the fuck do you? Where the fuck do you store these guns at? Like like what's going on to where nobody like these kids killing each other and don't nobody know that they got guns, bro? Like some of these motherfucking guns they got is bigger than the gun. Like we weren't never strapped like that, guy.
Facts,
Like
real.
for real, like Ricky said, they young, bro. Like they straight kids. They
Right.
like they babies out here. They really don't even like for real. That shit sad. It's crazy. But maybe if shit like that start happening when kids get locked up, the parents get citations, they start affecting the parents. Cause remember, like when a motherfucker suspend you from school, your mama got to come get you, and that
Yeah.
inconvenience your mama, and so
Right.
you get your ass whooped. Cause nigga, you should have, but you should. Why do I got to come get you? You know.
Right.
So it's
Maybe you need
like
to work.
they need to like to issue the citations is inconveniencing the parents or costing the parents. And maybe that'll make the put a fire under their ass to do what they need to do to watch them a little bit more.
All right, Tara.
I agree. And I'm gonna take it another step too. I think that some of these kids, like, you have parents who are shitty parents. They're not watching their kids. They don't know what they're up to. So what Tone said, what Ricky said, is definitely going to affect the parents. They're going to want to crack down harder. But maybe for some of the boys out here and the girls out here who actually love their parents, once they realize they're going to get their parent in trouble, their parent is going to have to come out for some money or maybe even do some jail time from what they do. Maybe they'll think about it and be like, man, nah, I can't do it because I'm gonna get Mom Dukes in trouble. I'm gonna have my parents hemmed up over
Right.
some foolishness. So maybe it can go both ways to stop them. But I'm really tired of parents not knowing where their kids are at 6:30, like on the news. They don't know where their kids are at no point of the day. The kids aren't going to school or anything else, and they just chilling. Everybody needs to be held accountable. So I agree.
All right, KJ.
Oh yeah, this is an easy one. Yeah, you got kids, you got to be responsible for them. You know. But this goes back to some people shouldn't have kids. Because you wasn't ready to be, you weren't responsible enough to teach your kid responsibility. And I want to go back to Tone too. Tone, hey, right? Coming up, we carried, maybe a 38, maybe somebody had a 32. You was real something if you had a 9. These little dudes out here 13, 14 with 30-round clips. You
100, nigga.
know,
100.
yeah, I wouldn't even want to pull my gun on them. I wouldn't even want to pull my 40 cal on them because all four of them might have 100 rounds between them. I just be like, look, y'all gonna do it, because my little 140 cal ain't gonna do enough.
Hey,
It,
look,
it's
here's the
it's
thing though.
and
It only
Missouri is an
take one
open
bullet to
carry.
kill
You
a
don't need
nigga.
a license in Missouri. You can just go buy a gun in Missouri. They make it a deadly.
Mm.
But yeah, they was out of control. I hate to see it's only our kids out there wilding, just going crazy. So yeah, they got to do something. Parents should have to take that opportunity too to, like I think somebody mentioned. Hopefully, they can get some counseling. They can get some effective parenting. Every parent should take a parenting class. How you was raised. You didn't learn everything, and there's so much more to learn.
Mm. All right, Stacy. Stacy, are you there? If you are, we can't hear you. All right, then we go on to the next topic.
I'm
Okay.
trying to figure this
Uh,
stuff out.
we
Can
can
you hear me?
we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. What is your thoughts on this?
Okay, I guess. Okay, yeah, the parents need to know where the kids are. Okay, okay. So the parents need to know where their kids are at all time. Like if something happened to them, to where you know, I don't want to speak craziness, but
Yep, he was going in and out.
Hey,
Try to
is my phone tripping or is hers?
that's Stacy. Try to go out and come back in. Yours sound good, Tom. All right. Um.
It's mine. My internet sucks right now.
All right. So next
I
topic
be having
says,
technical difficulties every week.
do, do you believe that a person's childhood could affect their relationship with other people? Tara.
We all unanimously agree,
Oh,
yes.
exactly.
Nah,
That's
I say no.
You think your okay? Well, since okay, if yes, I think that your childhood, if you had a traumatic childhood, if you had a super good childhood, either way, it can affect it because your childhood is basically how you grow up and you learn to see the world, how you see people, how you function. If you saw trauma and your mama was getting beat by her man, you're probably gonna seek somebody who gonna whoop your butt. Or you might seek somebody the polar opposite, somebody who you can whoop. Either way, there's different variations of where it goes. But what you learn in your formative years, what you grow up seeing and experiencing is definitely going to appear later on in life throughout relationships, family members, lovers, friends, it doesn't matter. You may not trust people, you may overtrust, you may be really naive, no matter which way the pendulum swings, definitely it's going to affect your relationships growing up until you seek counseling and help and learn how to differentiate between the two. Absolutely.
All right. Tone Bone.
Nah, I agree with this shit for real.
You know what? Who raised this? Nigga fool.
I was waiting with bated breath to hear this shit. That's crazy.
Nah. I agree with this shit. Yeah. Um, if you ain't raised saying a certain type of thing, you can't like begin to imagine it, let alone do it yourself. You get what I'm saying? Um, it's unfortunate, but nah, yeah, your childhood definitely can impact your adulthood. Period. Like relationships, the way you are, all that shit.
All right. What about you, KJ?
Yeah, I think a good example of this, is I was raised by a single mom. We grew up in the projects down in the Dumpers. But something my mama did that I think
Down in the
helped
what?
me out, the Dumpers in
The
East St.
Gospels,
Louis
this East St.
project.
Louis thing, you don't know none of them. Go ahead.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that's
oh
what-
yeah, yeah.
So, and but what my mama would do that I think gave me a different vision of the world was, she would take me over to St. Louis and we would go through those like nice neighborhoods. We would catch the bus and this is where people look, that's real nice. I know where we living at, son, and you seeing this, but this is how it could be. And so that always created a different vision in my mind. So, those but definitely, the way you raised, what you get introduced to when you're young, it makes all the difference. It can help you and can also break you. Because those same positive things, when you see negative things, when you got older brothers and cousins that's putting guns in your hand, putting dope in your hand, and all this stuff, and that also affects how you grow up.
All right, Stacy.
I what's the topic?
Say, do you believe that a person's childhood can affect their relationship with other people?
Yes, I definitely do believe that. I talk about my childhood a lot because it was horrible, and it sustained with you know my stepfather pretty much. So I've always looked for a man that's like not crazy or not like him, and or I sometimes don't give men the chance that they should have because of the craziness I went through. You know, in my childhood, um, basically, when it comes to, yeah. But anyway, so that part. So I do. So yes.
All right, Ricky.
I agree with everybody. It definitely plays a part. Um, I'm trying to get this food out my teeth and stuff, y'all. So I'm sorry. Y'all got to excuse me. Big back coming through. Um, the stuff that you experience, the stuff that you wanted to experience, it's going to show up in your life at some point. And until you learn how to address that, you're gonna forever keep reliving the childhood traumas. I didn't even realize I was triggered by some of the stuff from my childhood until I got into my adulthood. Until I actually started navigating relationships, friendships, co-workerships, just with people generally. And I'll tell you one thing, it's rough when you gotta hold the mirror up to yourself to let it go from everybody else and put just the focus on you. It's rough. It's hard. It's hard work. I'm still going through it, but it definitely plays a factor in your life.
All right. Next topic.
When you look at it in context, people don't do what it says. It says for rich or for poor. A woman ain't gonna be with you, you poor. Saying sickness on health. Niggas is not gonna be with you if you sick. You hear people all the time. I had to leave that nigga. Why? That nigga crazy. That's sickness. That's mental sickness, right? she out.
Yeah.
KJ, what you think?
Well, as someone that has left some people and not staying to death do us part. Hey, it's like a job. I think times has changed. It's like a job. If you're on your job working out and y'all and your job making you happy, but if your job ain't making you happy, why stay and be miserable? Why stay and be miserable? And you get to a certain point, hey, look, it might take me,
Well,
a
look, KJ,
year,
you made
2 years.
that oath to death do you part.
Hey, go ahead. Look, certain things is deal breakers. Certain things just deal breakers, and you know, you gotta decide you're gonna be unhappy, which will drive you crazy. If you staying in a bad relationship that you know is bad, that's gonna make you mentally upset and ruin your life. And make you a miserable person because you with somebody that ain't treating you like how you're supposed to be treated. So when those things happen, I would recommend you can be happy by yourself. Nothing wrong with being by yourself. And we all know how love work. It may take a second to get over you. It may take a few months, but that's a process. It's a grieving process. Then I get out here, do a few more steps. Now I'm out here a little bit more, and I'm talking to this person, this person. Next thing you know, I ain't even thought about you. All your Facebook pictures removed, everything removed. Don't call me, don't talk to me. We block. We move on. Yeah. So
I
I'm
ain't
used to staying
removing
where you ain't happy.
nothing.
Hey,
I ain't
Hirsch Dirk said with over a 70% divorce rate, smart men don't get married. All right, Stacy, go
That
ahead.
part too. And while
Well,
I'm
both of
dumb.
them try to
I'm
get
dumb
some
as shit and
alimony,
almost dumb as shit
you
if
get
that's the
nothing.
rule.
so I agree with AJ. I mean, if you're not happy, definitely remove yourself from the situation because, hey, we've seen a lot of snapped. All that type of stuff, so you don't want to end up in the jail cell, thinking about what I shoulda, coulda, woulda, So go ahead and remove yourself so you won't have to deal with that craziness, the drama and stuff. Yep.
Hey,
And
Taylor.
another thing I'm gonna say too, I saw the madness before it, but I overlooked it. I should have immediately as I saw it. Not just like look, men, we overlook red flags too. We overlook some
We
of the
all
red
do, but
flags,
here's
and
the
then we
thing
dig
for me.
into it.
He did call my name, KJ. We got to chill out, bro. Uh, I think that when you make those vows, you got to take them seriously. Now, I agree with KJ. There are deal breakers. You discuss that before you get married, so if you cheat on me or you hit me, I'm out of here. Everybody on this panel know them my rule breakers. So if you do those things, I'm leaving. Nothing to it. But other things, I just think we gotta work on it. I think if
I,
you work on it and you put the time and the effort and both of you come and say, yeah, no, we neither one of us want to try anymore, okay. But you don't just up and leave on them vows. I really think that we do that too much. We leave our kids in broken homes. We end up living our life 20, 30 years later, like Ashanti and Nelly telling my damn was let's spin the block. You wasted 20 years. You could have been had them kids. They could be in college now. So I just think that we need to focus more. We need to really be God, give it your all. If you can sit back and something and say you gave it your all and they gave it their all and y'all really tried and it didn't work, then y'all was stupid for getting together anyway. Because I really feel at this moment in time, if you love somebody enough that you married them and procreated with them and they weren't beating you or cheating on you, I don't think there's nothing else you can't get through. I really don't. But that's the romantic sappiness in me. I don't care. Fight for that shit, y'all, and hold on to it. Cause ain't nothing else out here. Period.
Hey,
Hold
tone
on
bone.
to your love. Got to hold on.
That part.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, nah. Hey, honestly, I guess I'm with Tara, the hopeless romantic. Um, my thing is even in the situation, the shit I do, right? Um, I don't even want to knock a bitch down if I feel like I can't marry her. You hear me? Um, like this just truth. Like don't like, oh well, Bone, you be doing it. Yeah, I be saying and doing a lot of shit, but like on some real shit, honestly. When it comes to marriage, like it's a different thing. You hear me? And to actually do it and to make that commitment, I think you know what I'm saying. Like you should try. You should definitely try. And if like what Terry said, if you got to a point where you was trying and this ain't the person, then what the fuck made you think you was the person when you said yeah? What made you think it was the person as far as a man, nigga, when you got on your knees and said, baby, will you? The money you spent to do that, right? You thought that this was somebody. So how the fuck do you get to a point to where this is the somebody that you can't be next to? What happened? And I don't want to hear that she changed. Because if a motherfucker changed, then you didn't do your homework thoroughly. I've been in situations to where hey, KZ, hey, I'm fucked up too. Hey, hey, motherfucker done seen my debacle on Facebook. You hear me? Motherfucker done seen my shit. I had to live. Yeah, nigga, I had, nigga, baby, I love you. Hey, you hear me? Bone when the wedding day, stop fucking playing with me. You hear me? That's how shit go. You hear me? Like straight up, I get mad, motherfucker ask me about it. When you get, hey, shut the fuck up talking to me, guy. Don't say shit to me. What you
I
mad at
need to
me
see
for?
them
What you asking me
archives.
about that shit for? You hear me? I hate
Oh
this shit. You hear me?
Ricky, you
But
got
No,
that?
no,
Can you send me that? Ricky, what he talking about on Facebook? Can you send me that, Ricky?
I can't send it to you. Me and him not Facebook friends.
my
you want me to send it to you want to all of them want to
KJ,
delete
he
them.
had blocked me a long time ago, and then he
Yeah, I
had
did.
unblocked me.
Yeah, yeah,
So me and
yeah.
him not Facebook friends. You know,
I don't
those are
remember none of
stories.
that with
And,
Ricky.
those are
I
stories and
don't
stuff that
know
was hid from me. So don't worry about it.
But
I
but
can't
but
help you.
Tom, but
what.
Tom, when the wedding?
Did I just don't fucking ask me that shit? See, that's you
Hold
light skinned
on.
niggas. I would think y'all privileged to do what the fuck
oh
I
my
want to do. You can't say. I
Hold
just say
on.
don't do that. But like seriously, but to really be in a situation where this is what I do. Like I just don't. It's a lot of things I don't play with. Like I know certain things I can't control. But I'm not perfect. I'm not even. But the things I can, I'm gonna try my best. And then if you jump in that way and you say, hey, till death do we part. I mean, I gotta love you no matter what come with you. That's my mindset getting into the relationship with the girl. On like once I feel like I'm in love with you, I want to rock with you. Everything that come with you, I gotta accept because I decided to be with you. Like that's how my mind set up, right? So I truly need a motherfucker that I care for like that to do some shit to make me straight, like say fuck you and turn back. Now, if a person do something to say fuck you, make you turn back, you really didn't do your homework. See, I wasn't doing my homework at first, but I did my homework enough to where I didn't take that class. You get
Nah,
what I'm
you just
saying?
cheated
Right.
on the test. Go ahead.
You right.
You said what?
I said you just cheated on the test. That's all.
Yeah, I cheated on the test a little bit. I seen the fucking answer. I said, oh no. Nah. Nah. Hey, for real. Look, nah, I mean my decision is my decision, but things happen how they happen. But marriage is a serious thing to where if when you sitting there saying you're gonna do it, I just think you got the mindset of whatever come with this person, I'm gonna endure for the rest of life. Like you gotta think like that. Like, cause anything could fucking happen when you saying I want you to be like. Motherfucker can lose their leg, can go blind, can go deaf. You gotta take care of this motherfucker for the rest of their life. It's a lot of shit. Even if their personality, it's a lot of shit. So if you would deal with that, like you probably gotta wipe their ass one day, God. You know what I'm saying? Like if this shit, if this the shit that you can say, yeah, I do. I don't think it should be nothing else y'all can't work through. It's just my personal opinion, though.
All right. Teresa said, "Hello, gorgeous people. Hope everyone is having a great Monday."
My shit is
What's
stupendous,
up?
Miss Teresa.
Go ahead, Ricky.
Um, I mean, I get what he's saying. However, even though Tone just mentioned like having to wipe somebody butt, I've been there, done that. Like I'm in the habit of taking care of people, so that don't mean nothing to me. If I say you're my husband, then I'm with you until the wheels fall off, and even after the wheels fall off, let's go get some more. Um,
What about what Cameron them said? You
that's what
crazy?
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. However, I don't agree that people not. I mean, I guess people aren't in it for rich or poor. Because if I'm with you when you broke, then I'm going to be with you when you rich. Like I never dated a person because of their money. Like not once ever in my life. You know why? Because I always had my own money. So regardless of if you got it or not, we got it together now. What's
Women.
mine
Man,
is
hey,
yours.
women be lying when they say that shit.
I don't be lying about it. So I don't be lying about it. I give somebody my
So
bankroll that I'm
so so
rocking
so
with
Ricky,
in a heartbeat.
so Ricky,
Go ahead, go ahead.
we
But
could be together, and I could just come in there and live there, and then it don't matter. You just love me, not my money, right?
of course, I love you, not your money. If I'm rocking with you like that,
All right, so that means I can just come there and just live there. You go to work and do whatever. And I'm
you
just
gonna get
living
up and
there.
do something. You're not finna just be living nowhere for
That's my
free.
point.
Like you
So it's
tell
not
me where
okay.
you'll live for free.
You
Now
don't love me.
listen. Hold on. Let me
Ah, he
explain
said you
this.
don't love me.
Let me explain this. Just because you're not contributing financially does not mean that you're not going to be a housewife or house husband for that matter. That mean when I come home, I shouldn't have to cook. When I come home, the house is already clean. The kids are already doing their homework. That's
Like,
what
so
I
you,
mean by
hey,
that. So
You
listen,
you
we
add
got
got
to
a
make it
you
make
stipulations
got a
on the
sense.
mission
shit.
on.
You got to make it make sense because just because you're not contributing financially does not mean you're not contributing in other aspects. And then me knowing how you are as a man, just me knowing you, I know that you wouldn't be okay with not working. I know that you wouldn't be
That
okay, and that's for any
this
dude. Listen, this is for any man for real, and this is being serious. Any man is not going to be okay with not making money.
you
No
ain't never
man
rap
is
us
going to
this
be
shit.
okay with that. No man is going to be like, you know what, I ain't doing it today. I don't care. Every man, and I want you to understand that I said man, not boy, not little nigga, not young nigga, not none of that. Every
A
man.
man that you would be attracted to. A
Listen,
man
regardless of if I'm attracted to him or not, because there's a lot of men that I'm not attracted to. I'm saying any man is not going to be okay with not providing, not working, not contributing. No man is going to be like, I'm just going to sit here all day and not do nothing. I don't know a man that's going to do that.
Shit, some days I need a reset.
And that's okay. Did you hear what you said? Some days you need a reset. That just means that the world has been whooping on you, and you need that person that's gonna be there for you. And that's where she should be picking up the slack at. What I'm saying
Man,
is, some days does not equal every day where you think that you just gonna be laying up in the house eating all the kids' fruit snacks and juicy juice, and like this is gonna be the thing to do. I don't
Hey,
see that.
could I get that Gerber juice?
I don't even get Gerber juice or none of that because I ain't got no kids that little.
hey,
But
nah,
what I'm saying,
it's that Mott's, ain't it Mott's the apple
I don't
juice?
know, but listen, my point in all of that is that I can't see no man being okay with not providing. Me being the woman that I am, if my man don't have it, I'm going to go get it. We're in this together, so where he's lacking, I should be way up here with it.
Yeah.
All right, let me go to
That's
this.
just how it works.
We got this next topic. Yeah.
I'm tired of these men using submission and submit as a disciplinary term. They use it as a directive in an argument. If they're doing that, they don't understand the true leadership that comes with submission. They don't understand that you're able to let somebody in on your playbook. I am building trust with you so that when I turn and walk this way, you will follow me. And that's why submission has grown to have such a negative connotation because these men have used it as you not submitting enough. And they usually bring it up when in conflict, in an argument, because a real man doesn't even have to bring up the word submission because he understands that when he steps to you, the trust that he has been building with you, he's going to say to himself, that's going to be enough for her to trust me in the leadership of me and her. So submission will come as a reaction instead of a directive.
All right, Tara, go ahead. Take.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are too many men out here who want somebody to submit to them and they don't know how to lead. And they want someone to submit to them in a way, like they said, as a form of punishment or a way where you sit down and shut the fuck up. How many times have we heard dudes on this show say that? I want my woman to just to sit down and shut the fuck up. There's no respect there. There's no guidance. There's nothing that you've earned as a man to be able to. Never can you talk to me like that. But for you to think that I should follow you. What I learned and my relationship was I had to allow him to do things. I had to watch him do these things, see him do them well and be successful, see him do some things in a way where it might have been better than the idea that I had to do it. And the natural comfortability just came. I didn't mind following. I didn't mind letting him lead because I saw he knew how to do it. And sometimes it's uncomfortable for us as Black women. As Black women, I'm looking at you like, I've been doing this my whole time. I'm an alpha female. I've been, on my own. I do my own thing. I don't know that you can do this. And it takes a real man to say, I understand where you come from. I understand what you've had to be. And to walk in patience, showing you, not telling you, not yelling at you, not, doing any of those negative things and letting you naturally come to him. As a woman, when you have a good man, you will naturally submit when you see that leadership. So I agree with everything you said.
All right, Ricky.
I agree with what he said and what Tara just said. And I think that's the issue that a lot of men have. Again, a woman will submit naturally to a man that's actually leading with direction, that actually leads with knowing when it's okay for her to give an input, to know that he can lead and she's still going to follow him. The issue, again, is that men use it as a form of punishment. You're like, why you didn't do the dishes? See, the tone of voice and the way that you set that up is already wrong.
Mhm.
Hey, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't get to the dishes yet because I had to help kids with homework that took longer. The way that you speak to her will show her that she can be submissive to you. If you are coming off combative and demeaning, then that's what you're going to get in return. And this is the thing that I say all the time, and people laugh at me when I say the type of person that your person is a reflection of how you treat them or how you are with them. So if you got this rowdy person, that's because you're being rowdy with them. You're
Mhm.
talking to them, you're diminishing how they feel about things. It's a lot of different variables in that. When you talk to a woman like you got sense and like you're the man and you're leading, then you'll get that in return.
Good talk.
I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about that boy because tongue gonna be tongue.
What fucking boy?
I'm not worried about
What
him.
fucking boy?
Oh my god, I'm not gonna do this with you today. Anywho's moving
Girl, you got
along in
me
the other
fucked up.
news.
I don't care how tall you is. What type of boy? Who boy? What boy? What boy? That's all I'm saying. I ain't give a fuck about shit else. What boy?
Oh my god.
Oh
The
my
fuck?
god.
Go on with your answer. Just recognize.
With this young man,
Hey, ain't shit young neither.
old man,
You see this gray in my fucking beard?
Oh my god. Woo.
I don't,
I'm
but
almost
okay.
KJ.
I missed y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I missed y'all.
I don't know why you trying to be 89 years old, but okay, whatever.
It's a
K-
lot.
KJ, all love all the time. Uh,
Hey,
Right,
I'm
the man
good.
that
Hey,
89.
I'm so good. I love my 54. I'm so good. I love it.
Oh my
I
god.
love my
you
54.
said you love what? 54
It's
I
times two?
love my
54.
54.
You said times two. Okay, I got it.
Come on, he gonna be somebody advisor. Boy, please.
Woo.
He
Oh,
is.
oh.
He old enough.
That
He
nigga
like
no man, that nigga definitely left 10 years off on purpose.
it's a good. I was gonna give it a good 25 that he didn't left off, but I'm gonna let you be great.
Oh my god.
I thought
Well,
they said women only did that.
Oh my god.
That nigga, when that
Oh my
nigga, see,
goodness.
see, before we got on the show, y'all wasn't even knew just me, him, and Soldier. He got up and he had walked in the other room. The way that nigga hunched over, he looked like he 8 foot, but he hunched over. We would be eye to eye. That's how you know that nigga 90. It's only old niggas body.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
Crazy.
KJ, I'm not. We're not finna get off subject and just be going in on you all night because we could, but I'm not gonna do that. All I'm saying is, if you was there when they was yelling "Free Mr. Clark" and you was already graduated college,
He was a freshman.
Look,
That
one of
nigga
them,
was a
nah,
freshman
one of them
saying free
like
Mr.
look
he was
like
a
Clark.
look
senior in
kids
college.
nigga like
Oh my
like
God,
them
bro.
kids
He
out
was a
there
Hey,
senior in
doing the
college. He was
bird.
working. He
Nigga
was.
like
What are we doing?
hey,
Look, look. I'm sorry,
KJ
KJ.
was KJ was
For the
Sam's little
ball.
Stop
homie.
All
light.
right, look. I'm
I'm
done, KJ. I'm
I'm
just
light
saying.
skinned and I ain't too far from age. So
We ain't talking about light skin. Stacey, you still look young.
She
KJ
keeps
actually looks
claiming
his
she's
age.
light skinned and she over there mocha brown from being in the sun. You got to let the light skin go to December, Stacy. It ain't you
Hey,
no more.
oh,
Terror. Like Mocha
All
is
I'm
not a fucking
saying,
color.
look,
I'm
KJ, all I'm saying is you cool in my book
she
and
hoping she hoping.
I know how to respect my
He
elders,
said if you
okay?
was there saying free Mr. Clark.
I'm just saying I know how to respect my elders. That's all I'm saying, KJ. So I
Your
apologize if
parents
I
know
offended.
East Side High.
Listen,
Oh
I
my
apologize if I offended thee. Okay?
Offended thee. She went to biblical times. Oh my God.
oh my
All right. I'm be ready. I'm
Oh
ready.
my God.
Lacey
god.
just started laughing. Stop laughing and do.
Hey, hey, Teresa said, not free Mr. Clark. Leave that man alone.
Lord.
Hey,
KJ was working on his doctorate at that time. It's cool.
Tracy,
Okay. Did you finish, Ricky?
you,
Man,
you,
we done got way off
Okay.
subject. My bad, man.
What we even talking about?
Uh,
Oh
Her
yeah.
hanging out with these kids. You ought to be ashamed of himself.
The
Right.
submission. Go ahead, Stacy.
My
I
bad.
Oh, okay.
talking about shit. Oh wait.
The
Uh,
submission.
oh shoot. Yeah, that part. Look. It's all in the communication is the key. It's all in the way you talk to somebody, okay? But like he said, a man. So if you're a real man, you should know how to talk to your woman, and yeah, that part. So I agree with him. I really like that. You know, these niggas be out here trying to, um, you know, beef up their shoulders and stuff, and call women out their names and stuff. Don't nobody want to submit to nobody like that. That's craziness.
Mhm.
So the thing is, if you're a real man, you know how to talk to a woman, and hopefully she's a real woman. That part. All right.
All right, talk about. Go ahead.
See,
Rustling candy paper or something.
say,
Some of these even hit
say,
your face.
save bone for last. Cause y'all already know. First of all, what is a fake man?
These dudes that be out here pretending, but go ahead.
Talk that shit,
Ain't
You
no
Toad.
know,
such
just
thing.
like
Ain't no
you
such
just
thing
like a
as
download dude
I
running
said,
the
right.
street.
no.
It's
Fake
like that.
man.
A man that's truly a boy and not a man. That part.
Mhm.
Trying to act like he's a man.
It's
Trying to
just like a
beat up
download dude trying to be straight.
shoulders. Trying
It's
to
like
Man,
be.
that.
nobody. Nah,
He's
man, look.
5'8" and he only
These
5'4".
sound like
That
emotionally
part.
driven answers. This ain't in Webster. A
What's the name
man
of your
that
album, Tom? That was fuck I
I'm
thought.
sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
My shit, drugs and emotions. They don't. So I'm a fake man because I'm a fake man. I'm a fake man.
Please stop with the bug ass.
Last I checked, yeah, every part of this man
Oh my
working and
god.
all.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
but I
So it
will
only
say
make you a
this.
man if it work. I'm just
No, I'm saying every part of this man work, like my arms, my muscles, my everything as a man. Like I go to work, I do what I need to do as a man.
so dudes in wheelchairs ain't men, is what you're saying. Got it.
Oh
Them
my
niggas,
God.
hey, they half of them.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, but look, no, but look for real though. On some seriousness and all seriousness, I agree, right? Um, you don't, as a man, like you don't need to raise your. And it's crazy. I'm proud. This answer I'm finna give is a bitch look at this shit like what the fuck. Watch, I swear. Look, as a man, you don't need to raise your voice in order to get like what you need, right? There's no point. Like I feel like as a man, if you gotta raise your voice, you don't deserve submission, right? Now it's gonna be some bitches that look like that. Nigga, what? Yeah, bitch, I done grew up. Boom. Uh,
Listen,
oh, I'm on.
You grew
But
up and then just went right back down real fast. Same
nah,
thing.
nah, because I still understand bitches
Oh
is
my
bitches.
god.
So and what I
Oh,
understand now is if somebody brings a certain side out of you, that also is something with that person, because that person bringing out a side of you that like they're making, like, it's not they making me do something, but you making me react to you like this. I react to you this type of way. So something about your character makes me do so. So I just need to alleviate people like that, right? To where I don't like yelling at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even like yelling, period. I only yell when a motherfucker take me to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, you
so
shouldn't have
Tara
to.
take you there every show.
and
I,
Ricky too. I was just gonna say that. Me and Ricky take you that air show.
first of all, if y'all think the
What?
shit that I be doing to y'all is yelling, then I would never suggest you bump into a
Lord,
nigga
I'm
like Bone in real
afraid.
life. Cause
I'm
girl, that
afraid.
shit is PG-13 compared to what the fuck I do. Girl, you trip. Yeah, no. I mean, but but as far as the mission goes, like, and I'm learning too. Shout out to my
Sorry,
uncle. Like,
you're a real man from yelling and all that. Okay, but
nah, I'm a real man from yelling. What the fuck? Now I feel like you being
I'm asking.
sarcastic.
I'm asking. You said that's PG. That's if you really knew.
No. What I'm
I'm
saying is,
just
but
saying that makes you a real man, right? That makes you cool. That
No,
makes
it don't. No, it
you.
don't. No. But that's what I'm saying though. I'm saying it don't. I said my growth in life has shown me exactly what dude's saying. Especially, I say shout out to my uncle. My uncle talked to me a lot, especially nowadays, and it's like it's just the understanding things as a man, like something that brings you out that box like that, that'll make you react to him a certain way, that'll make you just remove yourself from the situation. The same way we in the street situation, and there's niggas that I know that's around me that's gonna make me want to carry a burn or do certain things. I just don't associate myself. The same thing with women. If it's a woman that you can't talk to, if it's a woman that you feel like is barking back at you, or she this, and it makes you get out of character, then just stop dealing with the situation, because it's gonna make you ineffective as a man. It's gonna make you not efficient as a man, because you're expending energy where you shouldn't have to expend energy. You're giving attention to something you shouldn't have to give attention to where it's a two-way thing. But as a man, you got to be able to understand and identify and discern these situations with women that can't be talked to, women that can't be led, women that can't be this, because at the end of the day, you're just as much as at fault if you stay in a situation yelling and arguing and going back and forth with her. Like, we say a wise man say, you never can't tell who's who. So it's like, you as a man, you just gotta know. So where something bring you out of character is something that's just not for you. Period.
That boy said discern. Go ahead with your $7 word.
Man, KJ,
Oh,
KJ.
It should be $10 coming from where I come from. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as men, ladies, what you gotta understand, a lot of men, they may have grown up where they didn't see men in a positive light, treating a woman a certain way. So I would advise any man, that you need to do some self study on what it is to be a man. Because if you grow up without a man around you, your ideal of what a man is real, is real sketchy. You'll fight over little stuff. Like I remember the dudes that had dads, they was cool. They was much cooler. They ain't get in trouble. They did better. But you get somebody without a dad, they like, oh, well, a man is this. A man is this. It's this yellow. A man is this, using violence. And I think what we got to do, is recognize, like we talked about earlier, dude, that your childhood affect your adulthood. And that you see things that you have to unlearn, and do you have to become a different version of yourself now that you're at a certain age, so that you can communicate effectively. And we talk about this all the time. I say any man that wants a woman to be submissive, he needs to be in the place to allow her to feel submissive, which means he needs to be providing in that space too. You're going to be just as much the leader as you want her to be submissive. And if you got a lot of people don't realize they don't know anything and won't go study. They've never taken a leadership class. They've never taken a communication class. They've never taken a sociology or psychology class to even try to understand how people work. And I think that's a big key to maintaining a relationship. And any woman, that is going to be submissive, on the other side, you got to be just as much of that provider and making it where she can be submissive. That's it.
All right.
A really good representation of that was Boys in the Hood. Because how Furious was with Cuba, whatever the hell his name was in there.
Hold on, Terry. You seen Boys in the Hood? Well, you seen a
I
black
told you
people?
I saw it like 2 years ago for the first time, but I paid attention. And so you got to see what it was like to have a boy who had a
Two
father
years
who
ago,
gave a
seeing
damn.
Boys in the Hood was fucking crazy, girl. You 90.
I am not 90, you fucking little person, okay? I almost called you the M word, but I don't know if that's politically correct.
Terror. You know what's funny about you calling me a little person?
I'm calling you.
Girl, I look you dead in the motherfucking eye.
But I think when you get to see a black man, a black boy being raised, or young man being raised by his dad in a movie, you compare him to the ones who didn't have a dad. And it's what KJ was saying is absolutely correct. So, yeah, that's a good example. If you haven't seen it, guys, go watch it.
All right. So I think everybody has
What
seen
other black movies you ain't seen, sir?
I'm just saying, we got some white listeners that may not have seen it.
I think that everybody has seen. All
And I
right.
want to say shout out to us too for making this show co-racial or biracial, because we got KJ, he's a white man if y'all didn't know, and then the rest of us. So shout out to us for going across some
All
racial
right.
lines.
All right. All right. I'm bringing
Hey,
a
for
whole new
real.
attitude next
Hey,
week.
look, I just want to say this because I just replied to something I seen. Hey, look, and when y'all be in situations that it's like in life, it's the glass half empty or half full. No matter what you
Hmm.
look for in life, you're going to find it. If you go look for bullshit, you're gonna find bullshit. If you go look for good shit, you're gonna find good shit. So when you're in relationships, I've been just seeing a lot. Women like, oh, we building up cases. Everything, every time you do something wrong, like take that same energy and put it into every time you do something right. Every time he do
Yes,
what he's supposed to do. Every time he do something to make you happy. Every time you do the right thing. Like build that shit up. Build that
This ain't final thoughts. And here
That
comes
shit tough. Oh, yeah. Oh, you the froze. All you was talking too much real shit. Nah, all right, you back.
Nah, for real, that shit. Nah, I just replied to something, and women always like, ever since the beginning, you've been doing this. Well, why you stay for 10 years if it's all bad?
you know what? No, and but for real, what you're saying is totally honest, because we will focus on those things that y'all do to get on our nerves and completely forget the things that you do that are so right. The way you open the door for us, or the way that you remember that we was out of milk and I have to remind you, the way you take out the trash, the way you, whatever it is. For some reason, a lot of women, not all, we will hold on to that. And it's not just in relationships, it's in life in general. You go to a restaurant and have great service, you're not running out to go do a review. But let somebody piss you off while you there. You going on Foursquare, Eight Square, Yelp, and wherever else to tell these people not to go there. For some reason, as Americans specifically, we love to hold on to the negative and just disregard. And I think it's because a lot of us as women, this is something Flan said to me once too. Women expect to get what they want. We expect that when we tell a man what we want, we give him a whole list, he's going to do it all. Men don't live like that. Men look at all the messed up stuff they women do and say, but I still love her and I'm going to stay in spite of or despite that. They don't expect to get everything that they want. And they seem to be more okay with that than we are. So yeah, a lot of women are used to that. You'll hold on to every damn thing that man ever did wrong and never tell him you grateful or appreciate a motherfucking thing he did for you. We got to stop that.
Well, that's because women come from an emotional space and men come from a more logical one. But what's the next topic?
All right.
Well, I would say honestly, we've learned on this show, not all men come from a logical place. A
In the
lot of them
wise,
motherfuckers are their emotions heavy.
in the wise words of Lacey new song, G Soldier, he said, "When you bring up my name in a negative light, ignoring truths, make sure you mention the great things I've done for you." 2 bars. All right, let me go to this next topic.
Hey,
All right, this from you, Tone Bone. This from Tone Bone right here.
You know
hey,
what
I
made it
told you
easier
stop
for me to
saying that,
forgive my
man.
husband for cheating and
Oh, my bad. This from Tone Bone right here.
you know what made it easier for me to forgive my husband for cheating and be able to move on and be safe and secure and not be worried about what he got going on when he not around me? I watched him bust his ass and fight the temptation of staying out in the streets I was his first real relationship, like serious relationship. You know how hard it was for him to change his lifestyle to fit the lifestyle that he wanted? Just imagine if I would have been like, "Oh, you cheated this time. Get on. I don't want to be bothered by you." I watched that man try so hard. He started opening up his. He tried so hard, and I'm like, you know what? He really want this. He let me continue to give him reasons why you can settle here. You can be at peace here. You can be safe here.
All right, Tom Ball, go ahead,
Fuck
take it.
all of that.
Hey, on my mama. Hey, look, I shared it. Hey, for real. As a person that was somebody before I am who I am. You hear me?
As a person
Um,
that was somebody before I am who I am.
What he said? Yes, ma'am.
but it
How
make
Was
you
it
you
doing?
an
tell me
alien before?
tell me it don't make sense though. What I
He
just
said,
said
"Are
make a
you
lot
an
of sense.
alien?"
It make a lot
Was
of sense.
was
You can say
okay?
whatever you
He
want to
said
say.
he's
Go
saying in
ahead.
his past life when he was a very bad tone, and now he's reformed.
When that
Thank
start?
you, thank you, thank you, HR Terror.
In real
Straight up.
life facts. In
Oh
real
my
life facts.
True, true, like straight up. But like to the thing is, it's like this though. Like when somebody like recovering off anything that's a problem for them, you hear me? It's not going to be an easy thing for them. Like to actually change up their lifestyle is not an overnight thing. And I just be like, I've been saying it for a long. Like women will forgive you for a lot of shit. Women have forgiven you. Be hearing you be, like I be with bitches and they be like a nigga did this. I'm like, damn, I would never. Like niggas be beating bitches, stealing money, pulling guns on bitches, doing all this extra, like really trying to kill them. And
All
bitches
them
be for,
bitches. Yep, all of it.
hey yeah, but see, nah, bitches like, but females be accepting a lot of things. You hear me? But if a nigga cheat, it's like no, no, right? Not saying you got a right to do whatever, but what's her statement? Her statement just true though. Her statement just true in the sense of if like you could tell when a nigga trying to be different. And speaking from a nigga position to where I was used to a multiple situation, but I really wanted a situation, and then and being who I was, I lost whatever I lost. But don't worry about when or how, and don't think about this or that. Just worry about the fucking story. That I learned my lesson at one point in my life, and it hurt, but it also made me think too. And I think along the lines of this, like whatever you are, recovery is recovery, regardless of whatever it is. And a lot of time people just be women be giving up because you hear me, the cheating shit. And I mean, hey, don't lose a good man because of his girlfriend.
Can I go
Wow.
to? Can I go
You are
next?
not reformed. Did you say?
Don't lose a good man
Great job, Tone.
because of his
Great
girlfriend.
job, Tone.
Can I
KJ, you
go
better
Nah,
sit
next?
down and be quiet.
hey, seriously, on the serious tip,
But he
I can't.
reformed.
Nah, hold up, for real. I am reformed, cause see, I'm a great guy now, and the bitches that left me because they said, I can't do this, I can't do. Imagine a woman now she gonna get everything that you thought you wanted. The fuck, I'm better
Well,
now.
it took
I'm
them
better
leaving you
now.
for you to get some act right. So it is
You
what
say
it is.
it took. He said what?
It took them leaving you for you to get some act right.
No, it didn't take them leaving me. It took me waking up and wanting to do different and wanting to be better. Them leaving me didn't bring that on. I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to be somebody like I wanted to break. I want to break curses. I don't want demons to go down on my kids. I understand things on a different level. Therefore, I want to be a different and better person as a man. Seriously, it
You know
ain't
what?
got
I
nothing
believe
about
you. The way you just pronounced better than are, I believe you, Tom. Go ahead.
like you see you being funny, but like no dead ass. Like I want to be like so.
Oh my
But the thing
god.
is, so I just see it, but I understand that I wasn't where I am today last year, even though I may have wanted the same thing. You get what I'm saying? And then her point of let me show you that I'm still that this is a place you can have peace at. This is a place where you can settle with a person that always live life on the go. A person that's always moving around and doing this to where if he find home with you, then he will do whatever he need to do for you. You get what I'm saying? So she, as a woman, she took the time and opportunity to recognize what type of man she had. Is this just a nigga that's cheating, or is this a man that really want me and trying to change? To where she rolled the dice, and luckily for her, it was the man that was trying to change. To where
You to
it's
change for we get together. You cannot cheat on me.
Man, hey Tara, go to
I don't know
therapy.
how to
Go
trust
go
you
to
again. I
therapy.
don't know how to
Go to
be.
therapy and figure that out. That ain't
No,
got
I
nothing to
went
do.
to therapy
That's a
for
you
me. I'm
thing.
not the one that needs
That's a you
therapy if you
thing.
the one
That's a you
cheating.
thing.
See
Hey
what I'm
sis,
saying?
sister.
Brother,
Look.
brother.
If you meet a nigga that got an average of running through 5 holes a week, and he get with you, and they go down to two,
Nah, he
that's
ain't getting with me.
improvement.
If you get
That's
nah,
improvement. He
five
was a
holes a
five
week.
hole
Okay,
nigga.
No, thank you,
is it
sir.
my turn?
Uh,
You done told?
yeah,
Please do.
man.
All right, go ahead, Ricky.
Um, I say this all the time, and I get where he was trying to go with it, but studies have shown that a man is going to leave you if you cheat because that nigga not going to stay. So
This
Thank
ain't
after
you.
got
the
nothing to do
first
with
time,
that.
See,
excuse me, this is Ricky's turn. So with that being said, he's not going to stick around because you're going to try to do better. So leave. I am not condoning the possibility. I'm not dating possibilities. It's a possibility that he may change. For her, luckily, it turned out for the better. If he was such a great man, he wouldn't have cheated to begin with. He
He
knew
was a
what
work
she
in
was
progress.
offering. Okay, come completed. She knew, he knew what he had prior to doing what he did. And the thing that I say about this, cheating is not a oops, I slipped, I failed thing. Cheating is planned out. I don't care how you try to do it. You have to
yeah,
figure out where y'all finna do it at. Even if you're doing it outside in the car, you got to figure it out. Y'all got to figure out where y'all meeting up at. It's planned.
yeah.
You don't walk outside butt booty hole naked and then bam, now you in some cat. It doesn't work that way. Y'all had a conversation, y'all talked about it. So all of the things that led up to you cheating, at no point did you think like, dang, I actually got a good woman that's here for me, that's actually making me feel like this. Yet you still go out and cheat because now she has to try to see you in that same beautiful light that she once saw you in.
Yep. Yep.
And that's not fair for her, nor is it fair to you because I'm not going to keep bringing it up. But I also do not have to deal with the fact that you betrayed me in that kind of manner,
Yeah.
especially if you know how I feel about
Betrayed?
cheating. Yeah,
Yes,
betrayed.
it's betrayed when you cheat. What would you call it?
I think
Exactly.
betrayed is a little bit harsh.
She
Well,
said
let it be
butt,
what it
booty,
is.
hole,
Listen,
naked, the whole hole. Oh my God.
let it be what it is. I'm saying in that aspect because for one, you didn't value my health because now not only are you sleeping with somebody else, you don't know who else they done did the same thing with you with. So now you bringing stuff home that you probably don't even know that you got. So now you jeopardizing my health. Not only are you playing with my health, you don't care how I feel. You don't love me because
Yeah.
if you did,
Now you
love would have
can't say
stopped
I
you
don't
from
love
doing
you.
it. I'm 100% saying that you don't love me because
Cause you
love would
Do
have
cheated.
you know
stopped you
all
from
the
doing
shit
it.
niggas go through to keep women from finding out they cheating? That's
Do
love.
you admire yourself?
That's fucking love. If I
You
didn't care,
sure
I'd
right.
let
Wow.
you
You know
find out.
what? You sure right, Bone. You're 100% right. And with that being said, that's why you should leave the first time. When he cheats, leave.
Absolutely.
100%. I'm condoning leaving because listen, dudes will do whatever you allow them to. So if
Yep.
you allow him to come back after he cheated, he's gonna do it
Gotta do
again.
it
He's just
again.
gonna get better at
Mhm.
hiding it from you. Take it from Bone. He
Nah,
just said it.
that shit ain't the truth. Nah,
About
No,
to
I
he's
catch
don't
the
just
agree
gonna
Holy
with
get
that.
Ghost.
better at hiding it from you, according to
I
Bone.
Next
don't agree with
sermon.
that one. I don't agree with that one. But
Listen, you ain't gotta agree with it. You ain't gotta agree with a lot of stuff that I say, but this is from
Statistics
a
show.
female's. This is from a female's perspective on how men are. The study has shown it. I can go put it on Facebook right now and say men only. If your female cheats, would you take her back while she works on being a
No.
better
yeah,
female
no,
to you?
no,
And the
cause that's a
answer is going to
different.
be
That's a
no.
different. That's a different
It's
How's
story.
not.
it
Why
a
is it
different
different?
story? We can forgive you, but you can't forgive her. How is it different,
No,
Tom?
Exactly, and that's the exact
woman
reason
is
why
like
you should
Earth.
leave.
Woman is like Earth. So if you let another man, like it's like you been
A
conquered,
woman is like Earth, but what is a man like?
like an
Because we
army
came from
motherfucker.
y'all. Because we
We the
came from
army.
y'all.
We the
We
army,
came from
and then
y'all.
we the
We
army. We
need to
trying to
we need to move
infiltrate.
on. It's ridiculous.
Hold
We're trying
on.
to
We came
infiltrate.
from
We're trying to
men. So
infiltrate
if
your
we
Earth.
came from
We're
you,
trying to infiltrate your
that would make
Earth.
us part
So
of
if
you,
you
right?
allow another man to infiltrate my world, then what the fuck? He conquered you. He took you
But
over.
you left her world to go and conquer something else. Well,
Oh
how
no,
do
I
you
didn't leave her
sound?
world. I'm still
All
there,
right,
even when
let's
I'm
keep
not there.
going. All right, so whoever next can go, but my sentiments still stand as the same. Leave.
All right, Stacy. Are you there? I don't know if she's there. All right, Tara.
Oh damn! Everything Ricky said. I Flat out. Y'all, everybody on this panel knows I'm not saying if you cheat on me. I'm not saying if you hit me. If you are cheating on me, I cannot sit up here and go, oh, but I see he trying because he didn't knock down 5 hoes this week. He only knocked down 2. That's progress. I
It
need you.
is. One
You
day it'll
need to
be
go
zero.
somewhere else. You need to go somewhere else and find somebody who can deal with that because you messing with my mental, my emotional, my physical. Because now I don't want you sleep. I don't want to sleep with you knowing you didn't have somebody else. Nah, I'm not. This ain't for me.
So
I'm
so
sorry.
so why would you want to sleep with me when you first meet me then? Because I damn sure slept with somebody else before we even got together.
But what you long as you don't sleep with nobody else after
But
we've
see
been
that that's
together
that that's that that's the,
or
that's that
while we're
that's that
together.
sense of you owning something though. That's like that's the sense of like you're my man, you're mine. Nothing else can touch you. When nobody is
Yes,
yours.
yes.
Nobody's
You
yours though.
belong to me and I belong to you. What drugs are
Nah,
you on?
nah, nah. Ain't
Nah,
no ownership. Ain't no ownership. Hey, I'm just ain't no ownership. I'm with you on the not cheating. I'm not trying to cheat. Hey, so I'm not because I don't condone that.
we
I'm a
belong
changed
to each
man.
other. And I would never be with a man who didn't
I don't
understand that
belong
I
to
belong
shit.
to him and he belongs to me.
Nah, I can't. Yeah. Well, I hope don't nobody everywhere in the
Hey,
world think like
look,
you.
Tara, the only thing I'm gonna say is leave it to him. He gonna find a loophole.
Exactly. For some dumb bitch to follow. And I'm not doing
Girl, my women are highly educated. That's how I know my $7 words. Thank you, ma'am.
Did you say about women?
it.
Like the women
He
I've
ain't
been with
no
in
good
no the
at
women I've
all.
been with in life, like the women I've
And he
talked
said
to
that's
in
why he
life.
know his $7 word.
That's why I
I'm
know
not.
my $7 words because of the women in life. I didn't just
Lacey,
learn
could
seven
you
dollar
please
words
save us from this
yesterday. Land we were
bullshit?
land with no. I learned
This
my seven.
KJ turn.
Wait, hold on. Wait a
All
minute.
right, all right.
Hold on. Go
So,
ahead, Stacey.
And
Apparently,
Stacey,
I
go
was
ahead.
talking at first, but I guess y'all didn't
We
hear
didn't
me.
hear you.
no
Or
man, we
We
didn't
didn't
hear
hear
you.
nothing.
I
Yeah.
was agreeing with Ricky. I said that I agree with her. And yeah, guys, they no matter what the hell they may say, they gonna find the outlet. And we women usually always stick around, but men leave. Let a woman cheat. A man is gonna feel violated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Totally
where we do
violated.
that at? I'm
So
saying, like,
you don't see us as human then. To think that we can put up with that when you know you can't, if you know how it hurts you, why would you do that to us?
that part.
Oh, that is
Silence.
time for
Look,
silence.
look.
I
Silence.
no, because first of all, man, it's two way, it's two different ways of thinking. So even if I even like to be on the serious side of everything, to sit down and try to have this conversation, I would never understand y'all would never understand us because it's just two ways of thinking. To where it's not a thing of like not every man is just fucked up like that. Not every man is this. Some things truly just happen. Some things happen for the emotion. Some things happen for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of different things to go into why the situation actually happens. What I'm saying is, in growth as a man, you find that certain things aren't even worth your time, especially lustful situations, regardless of if you're married, if you're not, to where it's always good if you when you take an oath, you take a promise with somebody to hold your word. This is something that I've learned. This is something that I'm learning. It's something that I'm applying to life. So I don't agree with the cheating shit at all. All I'm saying is everybody's a work in progress. A lot of women just forgive a man for every other thing, but cheating is like the deal breaker. And I'm just saying, like a nigga that cheats can grow into a man that doesn't cheat on a woman based on the pain that he has caused, or anything like everybody can grow, everybody can grow up. But it's like
They
motherfucker,
can.
once a cheater, always a cheater, and that's
Just
not the
like a
case.
dude that be putting his hands on females gonna forever, whenever he get mad, do the same thing.
No, therapy is a thing. Controlling your mindset
Therapy
is a
is a
thing.
thing.
But it's
And
much
getting
easier
better
to
is a
go
thing.
and be a new version of yourself with a woman who don't know the monster you used to be. It's really hard to stop hitting the woman that already let you get away with it or the woman that let you get away with cheating. But if you go to therapy and get right, you can find a new woman and be her everything because she don't know the monster I knew you to be. So it's just easier that way. But I will agree with what you just said, men and women. When you make a promise of commitment to someone, whether it's marriage or it's just commitment to that relationship, keep it. Stop making promises that you don't know you can keep. And we wouldn't have so many pissed off men and bitter women and we just treated each other right. I don't understand what's so hard about that concept.
All right, KJ.
Yeah. So,
Did Stacy
Tone
go?
brought up something.
Yeah, she just
Tone
went.
brought up something a little bit earlier when he said, uh, there you come a point where you choose that you don't want to be a liar no more. You don't want to be you want to be a man of your word. That happened to me maybe about like at 35. At 35, I was just like, I ain't cheating no more.
Was
whoever I'm
that after
with,
your
that's
third
who I'm gonna be
marriage?
with. No, that was in between the first and second one. That was in between the first and second one. Second one, I ain't cheat, even though, we had our problems. I didn't cheat, but there came a point in something that I felt so betrayed about that it was just like it wasn't no coming back from that. So you start looking at it differently, and it takes a maturity in men. Raised up, I was always taught, and a lot of young men we taught, hey, being in love is you taking care of her. You handling the bills, you paying, you taking care of everything, and you can have other women on the side. And
So
nah,
KJ, you didn't
sometimes
take
at
them vows
that age,
serious.
Sarah, I'm gonna tell you, at that age, we don't really look at y'all as equals. We look at y'all something that we got, and that's how we look at it. You something that we got. It may not be I love you that you hear and that you my woman, but at that age, we not thinking about how things affect you. It's just kind of like, well, this how I thought it's supposed to be because that's what we saw coming up. We saw women stand there with men that cheated, so I just kind of thought that's how it was just supposed to be. And
But it's
and
been
and I didn't
50
even
years since you've been 35. What you think now?
no, no, no. Now I said since I've been 35, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, we're monogamous. I ain't, I don't mess around. I ain't got to, but I'm saying before that, I didn't even give a thought about being monogamous. It was like boom, 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 and here but I
You know,
love
that's
my
really
wife.
scary. You said it took you till you were 35 to realize that that is
Yeah,
bogus behavior. That's grown as hell.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah. You
just a
look at
boy
it
in a
differently.
man body.
I might have been, however you want to describe it. I'm trying to tell y'all how they think at that age, and
Oh
I
no, it
take
wasn't
time
that.
to
I'm sorry.
mature into it. But this is where once again, if you're trying to improve yourself, if you're a young man, you're trying to improve yourself. You got somebody you want to be in a monogamous relationship. Go read on that and understand what those traits are that make those things possible. This kind of goes back, like I said, how you was raised as a kid. If you talk, because it's women the same way. Lots of women out here fucking around, having babies that ain't there by different people, doing all kind of stuff. So let's
Having
not act
babies that
like,
ain't theirs.
I don't know how you do
hey,
that.
so let's just not, it's on both sides. But that's probably because somebody taught them, hey, you don't trust a man, don't ever be faithful, always have you something on the side. So they was taught something wrong. And I'm
I
just
was
saying,
not
in my
taught
life
that, but I
experience,
saw that.
huh?
I wasn't
What
taught
you say?
that, but I saw that.
Okay,
My daddy was a whoremonger, and my mama was, I don't know what to call her as in a nice way.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It is
So
very scary. Being a mother of two girls, two daughters, and two sons, but two daughters, to hear that back in your day, 35 was still a child. And now you got
no,
people
that ain't
turning
what I
40.
said.
You got
Stop with
people
that.
talking about,
I did not say that. I said as far as being in a relationship the way a man thinks.
that's what
Don't
I'm
try to
saying.
come.
35
That's
is a
what I'm saying
kid.
though. At
Hey
35, you
Tara,
do not know that you shouldn't be cheating.
Because
Tara,
I
why
was
do you
paying all the
think
bills. I was taking care of everything. I paid for houses, cars, and everything. So in a lot of ways,
So you can
I'm what I
cheat.
thought a man was supposed to be. But I wasn't thinking emotionally about her feelings, and I'm telling you, people move that way.
Tara, he
At
being honest about
35 is
that?
the hard thing. So when do
At
men
Tara,
grow up and
35,
realize
probably
what's
been
right and
doing
wrong?
your whole life. So don't try to come at me like
Tara,
that.
What, Ricky?
Tara, think about it. That's why Grandpa had another family on the other side of the town.
It
Like
is.
this ain't
Yeah.
nothing new.
But when does it
Yeah.
end? It's 2025. How can y'all not know that that's not okay at this point?
They not gonna know that terror until they actually grow up. I mean, if you really think about it, like
And
it's a
all these
I
mental
kids
thing for
growing
mean,
up
me.
without dads
It's
in their
mental.
household, it
I
I
ain't gonna.
mean,
mean, I
Tara. I mean,
don't.
let's be honest, like for
35 is
real.
old as hell to not know better. That's
Tara,
Nah,
crazy.
hey,
listen to
honestly,
this. Listen to this.
Hey, Terry, hey, straight up. A
Females
lot of
have made it so
times,
much easier for men to have
I
access to
might have
this stuff.
known better,
They
but
don't
I
have
didn't
to.
care.
They
hey,
don't
I
Terry,
have
might
to
have
hey,
known
know.
better, but I
Terry,
didn't care.
seriously, seriously, when it
Yeah.
comes to certain males, they grow up without a certain type of positive, like the two parent household. A lot of males don't. The average age is 35 for most males to be emotionally mature. Like to where like that's not saying that everybody makes it to the age. Some people get to they die and they never be mature. And some niggas may get it at 18. You get what I'm saying? But the average age for every male is 35 when you're not brought up in the right type of situation. So it's like a young man teaching himself how to become a man in the world that's showing him how to be emotional. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Without the proper type of guidance. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying like this is this.
Let's
What I'm
say
saying
not
is
being a
niggas
man,
just gotta figure that shit out.
not being
Yeah.
a monogamous man. Because I was a man in every other sense of the word. So,
I mean, but see,
I
here's the
just
thing
wasn't
is
that.
here's the thing. Well, here's the thing is KJ. I feel what you're saying. To where a lot of things you could be getting your grown man on, but you cannot. But you may not be a full man. You could be handling business as a man, but you're
I
not
wasn't right.
grown
I
into a
wouldn't have
man.
my
You get what I'm
maturity yet.
saying?
I
Sort of
give you
thing.
that.
Because if
And
you
then
cheating
these
on
are
your
Any
wife
things.
and don't care about her emotionally, you are not a
So
full
no, so
man.
this is it's not even
and,
about
and
cheating,
it
Terry.
comes at her
It's not cheating. It
and it
goes back to the liar part, to the not being a man of my word. Because as a man, you wanna like your word is the only thing you got. If you ain't got shit else,
right.
you should always have your
And that
word.
was the
So
maturity level. That was the thing that I wanted to get out of that. That was seeking self-improvement.
mm,
Oh, okay. Because KJ, you said you had left your other wife because of money and stuff, right? So you wasn't with the rich or poor part. So you had already
let,
lied. I'm just
let,
saying. But
let,
go ahead. No, I'm just
Look,
let,
teasing. KJ, that
look,
was just a
look,
joke. It was a
look,
joke.
let me go to the next.
look.
man,
Let,
hey,
Like
don't
a
be trying don't
job.
be
You
trying to
go
have
to
her
work,
remember fifty
you got
thousand years
commission.
ago.
let me go to
You go
this
to
next
work, you got
topic.
commission.
Yes, please.
Hold on, next topic.
It's time to talk about the elephant in the room that a lot of men don't want to address. Did you know that there's only 3.7 million women that have profile pages on OnlyFans? Only 3.7 million women. And the reason why I say only is because did you know the reason why OnlyFans is $1 billion industry is because we have 220 million men that subscribe to the small percentage of the 3.7 million women? We have 220 million men worldwide subscribed to only 3 million women. Why is the strip club industry $1 billion industry? Who's keeping the lights on at these strip clubs? You can talk about the lifestyle of the stripper. You can talk about the lifestyle of the dancers. But who's keeping these strip clubs afloat? Men. Why is the adult film industry, the pornography industry, $1 billion industry? Who's giving it that much viewership, making it $1 billion industry? Men. Men. And until a lot of you men realize you have to defeat that spirit of lust, perversion from within, everything is going to be out of its God ordained alignment. A lot of you complain about the women that you create. You create the women that you complain about. And then when you get the Jezebel that sets you up, now you want to throw this whole blanket cast as if all women. No, it's not all women. Let's talk about TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, twerk videos, all this other stuff. Who's in the comment section? Who's liking? Who's sharing it to their homeboy? Who's flying these women out? Who's cash apping these women? Men. A lot of you men. You create the women that you complain about. You complain about the women that you create. Why is sex trafficking is at an all-time high? Why do we have hundreds of thousands of women missing? Who is the muscle behind these women coming up missing? Who's throwing these women in the van and driving off and they never seen or heard of again? Men. The muscle power behind a lot of men. Why is domestic violence at an all-time high? A woman wants to move on, don't want to have nothing to do with the man, and she gets unalived. A lot of men, you got to accept that the reason why a lot of things in this world is so out of order is because we have the majority of men that's out of order. A lot of men struggling with lust. A lot of men struggling with perversion. A lot of men with deception. A lot of men with the demonic spirit of control and dictatorship, wanting to control a woman. So, yeah, do we have unruly, unrighteous women? Yeah, we do. That exist in this world that we live in today. But the problem says it's the majority of the men. Because that's a major example right there. 3.7 million women, but you got 220 million men. So that tells you right there. And till we get our affairs in order, everything is going to be out of its God ordained alignment. You got to get it together, fellas. You got to get it together.
All
Hey,
right,
hey, can I
talk
go?
about yeah. After the car, you talk about right.
Hey, boy, felt like that nigga was talking to me. Yeah, I ain't got no OnlyFans subscriptions though. I don't think I do. But I definitely understand the lustful shit. You hear me? Hey, But everything you saying is truth. Once again, and shout out to my uncle. Y'all probably hear me, and from now on in my life, like shout my uncle out, cause like dude, one of them guys when it comes to like a guy that think, you hear me, and there's certain things in life like as men, you hear me. It's always good to have somebody that's older than you, above you, telling you something that you need to hear. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what that brother was doing in that video. Um, men as a whole definitely need to get themselves together. Um, like only so long can you blame something on something else before you become what you know what I'm saying? Like I can't say, oh, it's my daddy's fault that I'm the man that I am. At damn near 40, nigga. At some point I gotta get over this shit, right? Like you gotta stop making excuses and go to that lust shit. Hey, on my mama. Cause it's females that subscribe to they shit too. You know, they gay shit, all of that, but nigga, it's a lot of, you hear me? We contribute a lot to that nasty shit, you hear me? And and then we complain about it. It's like this is why, you know what I'm saying, just to play devil's advocate, because I don't need to be on shit like this, but this is why you get a woman that may be a good woman, you know what I'm saying, out with her friend that's a whore, because her friend as a whore keep a nigga, and she can't get a man to come speak to her at all, you get what I'm saying, so she, maybe if I dance, maybe if I do this, I get a man, you get what I'm saying, to where you may, oh, that's stupid, that's this and this, but you just gotta look at the, as from this perspective as a whole, you gotta look at it like that's what's going on. So if that's what men are showing interest in, men are showing interest in big booties. Girls go get a BBL. Men are showing interest in this as a whole. You get what I'm saying? You may, I don't never tell my girl this, but then what are you on OnlyFans looking at? What are you on Pornhub looking at? What are you going crazy over when you go to the strip club? You get what I'm saying? It's not what you tell your girl out your mouth necessarily, as opposed to what you show with your actions. You get what I'm saying? Damn, look at
Man,
Bone. Look at Bone. I'm talking that shit.
out there
Hey,
preaching.
hey, but
And
nah,
doing the
like,
opposite. No, I'm just playing.
hey, not talking. I'm truly trying to grow as a man here, man. I'm understanding different things, even just in smaller actions, as a man, to react of our emotions and to not be able to control our lustful spirits and all that shit. Like you far away from where you want to be in life. Because if you can't control that, you still got a weaker mind. You get what I'm saying? Because the female could take it over and fuck your life over,
All right,
like
we're back
straight
to
up.
blaming women. Shut.
All right,
No, I mean
guys.
no, not like, I'm just saying, like if a man that's thinking lustfully, he said it's 3.7 women that's doing it and 220 men. Of 220 men, if I'm thinking lustfully over, just I'm pretty sure it's way more than 3.7 million women in the world. I'm more than certain it's like more than triple that number. So what I'm saying
It's
is,
4 billion. It's 3.8 billion.
what I'm saying is, if I'm as a man only going after my lustful spirit, or follow my lustful spirit, one of them 3.7 women are going to put their claws in me, and I'm going to miss the woman that ain't in that category because of what I'm leading myself with, what my mind is leading with, which is lust, not actual love. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
I do. I do. I know you said you're trying to grow as a man, but I think this stops around 18. So you stuck where you are, cuz.
You talking about height and shit, you trying to make a joke, and we eye to eye. You can't talk about something. That's like black on black crime.
Go ahead, Stacey.
I really like what Tom just said. Yeah. Hooray. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Not I see that you're trying to grow, but yeah. Is this like a every other week thing or every week thing? I don't
Yes,
know.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Nah, growth is growth. I just get
Mm-hmm.
out here and have fun.
Just
But I
do right and do better. That's all I'm saying. Like just like you said, lust, you know what I'm saying? Just stop the lustful feelings and things. I mean, what should you do or what you need to do to get over that? What can you do? I mean,
His gal need to be doing something.
Nah, most niggas just need to be honest with themselves. Like really have a
His,
conversation with
his
themselves.
gal got to be doing
Nah, man. It's no,
Okay,
no, it's not,
contrary
bro.
to popular belief, women are not the problem for every
Nah,
goddamn
it's
issue
not.
y'all got.
And I'm not gonna, and I
something.
can't do that. That's what I was saying about the being honest,
We talking about
KJ, as a
lustful
man.
thoughts.
We talking. I feel you. But that's what I was saying, like stepping up as a man, like as a man, without the woman in your life, you gotta be like, I don't want to be this type of character no more. You get what I'm saying? You got to defeat that on your own to where whenever you do get in that situation and you get a woman that ain't doing something right or you feel like she ain't this or this, as a man, you're just not going to deal with it. I'm not going to go and
But
play with you or do
Hey
something else.
KJ.
Just,
but
You right.
I hear somebody saying that all the time. I mean, men saying it all the time. I'm gonna change. I promise. Blah blah. And they do the same shit. Like I'm just saying.
A
Like,
man don't change with
change not
words, he
always
changes with
easy.
actions.
so is that? It's like the
Right.
maturity level. What are we at with this?
You going off their actions. So if they showing you that they ain't changed, then that's just what it is.
Change ain't instant, though.
So I mean,
I had a question for KJ.
I hear you say that all the time, Tony. It's what that's why I related it to you. When I was talking on my turn, I was asking you, would you kind of just like every other time or every other week you say this, and
I
I'm
mean,
like, Tony,
as a whole, when I'm like, and not being funny, but like truthfully, when I'm 45, when I'm 50, the concept and the mindset may be there completely to where it would be an everyday thing, or every second thing, or every minute thing. But not everything that I need to know in my growth is known at the moment. To where once I come past it in my life and I recognize it and I understand it, then I learn to see it for what it is and then apply it to life, but nothing comes instant. That's what I'm saying. Like change is an instant. It may seem like at times, oh, this the same person, or this the same person, but then like for 5 days of the week, I'm better. But a lot of times, what I was saying earlier, don't harpoon on the 2 days when the man is wrong. When he's put 5 days of effort into it, it's not saying a man that don't put. I'm doing the same shit over and over again. No, I'm really showing change in my growth and changing my mindset, changing the smaller things in life. You get what I'm saying? To where
so
I,
sometimes it's going to look like I'm the same, but
so
I'm not. It
so
just looks that way because you're used to seeing me in a fucked up manner.
is cheating a small thing? Is that
No,
a
cheating is not a small thing at all. Especially
uh,
like, anything that's going on with my mate as far as that goes, and I'm actually doing it, I'm actually causing the pain. It's not a small manner. It's not a small thing. Anything, if I'm doing something that bothers her, it's not a small thing because it bothers her. But if I'm not doing it and she on me, then just stop playing with me because
okay?
I
now
think
now you
sometimes it's also easier to tell people what they should and shouldn't do. Because you doing it. You fucked up. You living in a messed up relationship. You not happy. So of course you're the perfect person to go and tell somebody, look, don't get into the situation I'm in. Like crackheads used to tell us back in the day, don't ever try this. While they was shooting up in front of our face at the bus stop, they would say, I don't look at what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Because I'm hooked on this.
yeah.
I can't stop. So sometimes it's easier just to come and give great advice, even if you're not following it. That's why I'll listen to anybody's advice and see if I can apply it. Because I
I'm
know a
glad
lot of
you used
people are
Yeah,
not
I
following.
don't like that fucking
Hey
analogy.
Tara, I'm
That's
glad you
like saying
used
that
that
I'm feeling.
crackhead analogy because that's where I was going with KJ. Because
So
he was talking about some
Nah,
women
fuck that.
and
Nah, I don't
stuff,
like
and
that
I
analogy because
said,
that's insinuating that I'm
no,
in
Uh,
the same
no,
bone.
no, no, no. He was like,
Shout
women need
out.
to stop being so lustful.
Teresa said,
No,
come on now,
no.
KJ. Your lustful thoughts are your responsibility. Either you have control of yourself or you don't. Don't blame shift to a woman because you lack
Yeah.
self-control.
And
Hey,
that's what
There
I
I
was
are
finna
gotta
some
say.
men
agree.
who
And that's
will smash
exactly what
their
I
That
woman.
wanted
ain't
to
what I
say.
was saying.
They will
And I
Reconnection.
smash
was just
their
That ain't
woman
saying,
what I
and
was
then
saying.
go cheat with the next woman an hour later.
That
I
is
was
not
just
what I was
saying,
saying.
just because you see a woman don't mean like you see people
Yeah,
smoke
that's
crack,
not
but
what
they
I'm
didn't
talking
make you
about.
a
I'm
crackhead.
saying if you're in a relationship with a woman, one way she can help make sure that you ain't out here doing nothing is she needs to make sure that y'all having sex.
No, the one
Yeah.
way that she needs to make sure is you need to make sure
You
that that
know,
ain't what you
you
want to
talking about
do.
control. You should have
It's not
control
her
of your
job
feelings.
to
If you want to
control
have
you.
sex, phone, you should be able to go to your gal. Just like if your gal want
Hey,
to have
hey,
sex, you
KJ,
should be able to come to you.
And you
KJ,
better make sure she wants your ass. Well,
KJ,
you help
KJ.
her do
Look,
them dishes.
KJ. Let me tell you. Out of my 38 years of life, you hear me? I probably had that shit happen once. You want to know what happened in that situation? Bitch
No.
ain't by my side no more, is it? We don't deal with that, brother. We just leave.
All
The
right, go
fuck?
ahead, Ricky.
I
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
and that's why I said what I said earlier. Ladies leave because they gonna be out the door faster than you. With that being
But
said,
Girl, I'm
uh,
talking about them like not humping. If you ain't giving
I
me
don't
none,
care
I'm
what
gonna
the
leave. Because if I
situation
don't
is.
leave,
What are
I'ma
you doing to
cheat.
make her want to hump you though?
Girl,
Exactly
what
my
the?
point. That's why it goes back to that. With that, like I was saying,
Hold up,
I
hold
was
up.
I was I
we
was
got
only saying
roles in
because of
the
how
relationship.
KJ was going that it's not her responsibility to make you want to do right. You should want to do right regardless. So
Hold
if
up,
you
bro.
That's
like because she didn't give me none on Tuesday, you finna go sleep with somebody else. Like
Hold on.
That ain't what I said.
that
I
sounds
said
If
like
you
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 can't
be
lack
if
self.
if women
Hold
withhold
on,
if
I
you
wasn't
withhold your
done.
body,
Hold
can I
on,
withhold my
hold on,
rent money?
KJ, you gonna
Hey,
get your turn.
hey,
Hold
you
on,
want your
KJ.
man to be, you want to feel better that your man is gonna stay at home and not go out there and mess around. Don't make him go too long without it.
All
It
I'm
builds
saying
up.
is,
You
all
know,
I'm
you
saying
asking
is,
us
you don't think
to do
that women
something
build up too, but I'm just
that ain't
saying in
normal.
that aspect,
Just
sex
like
is
if
not
y'all
the.
want it, y'all want to have it.
Them bills gonna build up. You ain't giving me no coochie because I ain't paying shit.
Yeah,
Now the
Ricky.
sad part about
Unbelievable.
this
Hold
is
on,
this
KJ.
been going on
Hold on,
throughout history.
KJ. You gonna get your turn? Let Ricky go ahead and finish. Go ahead, Ricky.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I understand. I respect my elders. Um, they say senior
Just wanted
citizens.
clarification.
I was gonna get to your clarification. I was just saying because the way that I took it, and I said from the way that you're saying it is like if she don't give you sex, then that gives you the green light to go get it from somebody else. So that means when you're not doing something that she should go be able to do it with another dude. Like the
Now
logic in that is crazy, and then
that's
you're
not
putting
what
the
I'm saying. Then you got
responsibility.
something else going on. If my lady
Then
don't
you're
want to
putting
have
the
sex with me, then there's something else
responsibility
going on.
on. You're putting the responsibility on her to make
Yes,
sure that
I
you're
am.
not doing
I
what
am.
you're
You know
supposed to
what?
do.
I am. Just like y'all
So
put the responsibility on us to be
But you
providers.
need to, first of all,
If
you
we
need to be
provide,
quiet and listen.
if we ain't
You can't
providing,
listen if
y'all
you running your mouth.
if we not providing, y'all gonna cheat, y'all gonna fuck around. So yes, putting that responsibility
KJ,
on.
I don't know what kind
Just
of
like if
females you
y'all
dealt
ain't
with
doing
in
that,
your life.
you asking
Listen,
for it.
KJ, I don't know what kind of
It's
females you
that
dealt
white
with in
privilege,
your
I'm
life,
telling you.
but all
It
I
ain't
can
that
tell
white.
you is
Hey,
for
hey,
me, I'm
I'm
not
just telling
expecting a
y'all.
man to come in.
I'm just
Okay,
saying.
I got it.
I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all. You can argue with it and try to
We're
I'm
not
flip
exactly
around,
arguing
right.
but
but trust
anything.
me,
We can
y'all
agree
want
to
to make a fish
listen.
climb a tree.
KJ, all I'm saying is we can
A
agree to
fish to
disagree,
climb a
and
tree.
I don't agree
I
with
said
your
y'all trying to
analogy
make a
of
fish
it.
climb a tree.
I don't agree with your analogy of it because the thing about
Who the
most
fuck is
women
that
Okay,
is?
nowadays, the
okay.
thing about most women nowadays is we have our own money to pay our own bills. So if you feel like because you're doing something that means that she has to do this in return, and it's her responsibility to make sure that you don't go
That's
cheat.
different.
No, that's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to make sure you're doing
We
what
got a
you're supposed to
responsibility
do as
to each
far
other.
as being a man.
We got a
You got a
responsibility to each other.
responsibility to turn your woman on. I know that much.
Teresa said, KJ, you can't learn anyone
Yeah,
else's
no, you're right.
perspective
I should
if
have
you don't
turned my
let them.
woman
If
on.
you don't let them
You're damn
finish.
right.
And that's why KJ is single. All right, let's go ahead. Moving along next.
That nigga,
All y'all got somebody. Hey, how many times you
I
been married?
do.
that
You
nigga
been
is
married?
old and light skinned, man.
Nigga, you been married more than everybody on this show.
Who have?
I
You
think if we
right.
all put
KJ.
our
You right.
marriages together,
You
KJ, you
right.
That
still
nigga
have
about
us
90
Some of
beat.
y'all
years
ain't been
old. He
married at
probably
all.
that nigga 90
Some
years
of y'all
old. He
just
live longer than all of
KJ,
us.
fucking
I
around.
think if everybody on this show put their marriages together, you would still have all of us beat.
Ricky,
Do you hear
Ricky,
me?
That's what I'm
Ricky,
saying.
Ricky,
Y'all just think y'all ain't even
Ricky.
living
Hold up,
nobody.
hold up. Y'all can hold up. If you add all our ages together, KJ is older. So of course he had a lot of fucking marriages too. Fuck is y'all on, man?
That's what
Can
Y'all
I'm
I
niggas
trying
is
to
answer the
say.
crazy.
question now?
Go ahead, Terry.
Hey, KJ, I'm just
Okay,
teasing.
here's my question. I mean, here's my thought on this. I think everybody had great things to say except KJ. So everybody had great things to say regarding this question because I'm not going to place the blame on a woman needing to be able to provide. Men, we are emotional. So our mental and our emotion, that's how you get to us. You could just text us something throughout that day and have us marinate waiting on you to get home. You understand what I'm saying? But you cannot always expect that because you walk your ass through the door, we just want to jump your bones. It is important that you participate in that you're doing something to turn us on. We can't just because you pay the bills get it wet for you if you didn't get on our nerves in every other day. So please understand, I mean, every other way. So please understand that you play a part in that as well. Now, what I was going to say regarding this video, and here's my answer. Fellas, please stop thinking that what you see on OnlyFans and on all your little other triple X sites is what we want. We are actual real women. We are not paid to do these. Well, I'm not paid to do these things because I don't want to speak for nobody else. And we don't want most of what is on there. That's for show. That's for ridiculousness. That's for psychotic fantasies and real nasty shit. We are human beings that need to be touched and need to have the foreplay and need to be kissed. So if you go to those places and that's the type of stuff that you're feeding your soul, your mind, your eyeballs with, you're probably not going to be able to please us. And we're not going to be compatible in that way. So please understand when you get addicted to stuff like that, that you are going to ruin your relationship because you're going to come back home real mannish, thinking that Victoria Vixen or whoever these people y'all be watching is what we want. And we don't. Please understand that this is a sickness. Y'all need to stop watching that stuff and go watch your girl. Touch on her. Figure out what she like. That should be the only thing you trying to watch in terms of getting your fix, in my opinion. That's all.
And let me
Okay.
add on to that too. I mean, a lot of men have taken a lot of stuff away. The foreplay, the loving of they women. You know, we all want that and need that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bring it back. Bring it back. If you want us to
Please.
do better, come on, do right, that part.
All right, KJ, go ahead and finish it out.
No, don't.
Don't do that. Come on back, KJ. Go back on the camera.
He was talking about a fish climbing a tree. What the fuck
He was
decade is that
saying he
from?
was saying
Sorry, you
don't try to
with that
turn
analogy.
a
Sorry,
anthill
sorry you
into a
don't with that
mountain type
analogy.
thing.
Sorry that went over your head.
I get it. I mean, a lot of
Just think
people don't
about
get
it,
it
bro.
though, KJ, because that was like back when Moses parted the Red Sea time. But go
Say,
ahead.
And,
Ricky got a
and be
degree in
glad he did.
ancient history. That's why she
Be
know.
glad he did.
I
Look,
do.
Look,
That was actually one of my
Sarah
classes.
gonna bruise herself putting her eyeglasses on. She's gonna come in with a bruise on, talking about her boyfriend here. But
Baby, he would
look,
never. He is more man than you could ever be. So watch your fucking mouth. Don't play with me.
look
I see. Talking about somebody beating on
no,
me. You
no,
doing
no,
too
no,
for? Where does that even come
dumb
from?
ass. I asked you to cuss at me with your dumb ass, little girl.
yeah,
Who
look,
dumbass? Your mama dumbass.
hey, look,
You,
calm,
No, we're not doing
calm
no
right
down.
mama
Wait
stuff.
now,
a
We're not
minute.
gonna
Who
do
you,
that.
comes
We're
on
not gonna
screen
do
and
that.
Man,
makes
That's
a
horrible.
joke about somebody beating
you.
a girl though? Where does that
Ain't
even
nobody
come
said
from?
that. I'm talking about you. We talking about earlier said you bruised easy. That's what we talking about earlier. We talking about you bruised easy. Now you done turned it into something else.
We was talking about a
Damn.
massage, not my man.
all right, yeah,
Man,
let's
that's
get
all
on
right,
top.
man. That's all right. Let's go to the next subject, man.
All right, man.
Uh,
This is the
What
last
the fuck
topic.
I come back to?
Look, I have no idea.
Hey, look, this is the last topic, yeah, last topic.
Y'all come on
I
my
was
phone
just
too.
recently on holiday with my best friend in LA, and on our second day, we were sat outside near our hotel in Malibu. Out of nowhere, the guy sat at the table next to me, tapped my shoulder, and said, word for word, "You have the sexiest feet I have ever seen." Obviously, at this moment, I feared for my life. So I politely smiled and said thank you. He then proceeded to tap my shoulder again, and this time, he had his phone in his hand, and then said, "Sorry to bother you again, but could I take a video or a picture of them?" And before I could answer, he offered me $2,000 for it. Now, I'm not stupid, and I'm most certainly not rich. Facts. So I said, sure. He sent the money first and then took a quick snap and a 20-second-ish video. He said, thank you, paid his bill, paid mine and my friend's bill, and left. Once I arrived home, I thought, I'm going to treat me and my man to a little quick trip, and I'm going to use the $2,000 towards it. So I've booked us a 7-day trip, all inclusive, to Mexico. On our bi-monthly date night, I surprise him with the trip and tell him all about my crazy interaction. To my surprise, he looked at me like I had just slapped his dad. I asked him what the issue was, and his reply was, wow, facts. I didn't know my girlfriend was a Jezebel.
Yeah, that's yes. Yeah.
Needless to say, I was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I called the waiter over and paid for the drinks we had ordered, and I left and made my way home. I gave him a chance to calm down and rethink his words and his behavior. However, when he arrived home 35 minutes after me, he said he doesn't know how he could look at me because I betrayed his trust. I barely said 2 words to the geezer and made $2,000 out of it. I chose to spend it on my boyfriend, and I told him the whole thing straight away. So my questions are, am I the did I somehow betray him and break his trust? And what would you do if this was you and your girlfriend? If you would have bailed me, I would have haggled with him. If you put me on there, I would have haggled with him, bro.
$5,000.
Yeah. What's $2,000?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, 2.5 per foot.
Can I go first?
Go ahead,
I'm
Ricky.
finna. Okay, look. Um, I was actually gonna say this the last time they was on the last subject when they was talking about all of these women on OnlyFans. I'm not on OnlyFans. I'm not on none of them fans. Right? I'm barely on Facebook and Instagram. But I'm definitely thinking about going on Feet Finder because they be paying the arm and the leg for it. Okay? You said you want me to pour syrup on my feet. Okay. Like people out here weird, yo. Like for
Oh
real.
my god, bro.
What
Like
the
people real like weird out here. Like no lie, I had a dude tell me that my feet were sexy in boots. Like, bro, you can't even see them. I got on boots.
Jesus.
And this is like a real life fetish for people. Like people real life have feet fetishes. And girls are out here making millions of dollars off dudes' creepy fantasies of feet. Now, do I think her boyfriend overreacted? No. I think I would have called my boyfriend like, "Hey, babe, this dude trying to give me $2,000 for a picture of my feet. What you think?" She didn't consult with him in doing it. If he'd have been like, "Nah," then I'm like, "All right, look, hey, bro, he can't. Hey, look." She could have just not told him too, though. I'm just saying. She
Facts.
could have just not told her
My God.
boyfriend and just was like, she came and took some extra money on a lottery ticket. How he gonna know? I'm just saying.
God,
Sometimes it's
God,
okay to
no
tell a little.
motherfucker.
Okay, and that's on me and God. That ain't got
How
nothing to do with you. Go on,
MFer?
take your ass to Mexico on this trip like you doing, and we're gonna go from there. Enjoy this Mexico trip. But for you to sit there and call me a Jezebel because
Hey,
somebody
look.
randomly asked for a picture of my
Jezebel is
feet for $2,000,
hilarious.
that's ego. Moving along.
Hey,
Was you finna send her two
Jezebel.
thousand dollars?
can I go next?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
No,
right. That's my
because
point.
I actually sent this in and Lacey let everybody else who sent their stuff in go first.
First off, who raised this ninja?
First of all,
All right, but
but you
look, I
sound very
digress.
light
I'm
skinned
just saying
in
in
the
sense.
men
But
in
when
there.
you're right,
You
though.
sound dark skinned.
But
It's
when
If
about
you
when
if
you
it
right,
was
you right.
me, I would have just did it.
go ahead,
But I'm
Terry.
finna go. Y'all have a
I
good
gotta
night.
let
I'll see
Terry
y'all
go.
next week.
All right, go ahead, Terry. This was your topic.
Hey, you know what? Here's my thing. I really want to hear from the fellas on this. Why would this make you angry? If it happened just like she described it, she didn't get this man no play. She took that money and then came home to spend it on you. Now, last time we had this question, it was about some panties. I understand why a man would not play about his wife taking off or his girl taking off her panties to give him up. But if he want to take a picture of her feet that she just walking on, she ain't got to do nothing and undress nothing. I don't understand why y'all would be mad about it. The Jezebel was hilarious to me, but I'm just curious to see what the fellas say.
All right, Taro.
What the fuck? You gonna tell me so you want to answer just to say that shit? You could just let me
Yeah,
say it.
yeah. And Tone, you looking real light skinned today. You need to stand in that sun, sir.
Looking real light skin, girl. My skin is glowing.
That's why it's
That's all
right.
you see. It ain't light skin, baby. It's just glowing. I'm happy. You hear me? This is what it look like when you're stressed. Hold on, let me look, Tara. Look, let me whip my hair back
Oh,
so it can really glow.
this shit. Somebody dump a bucket of water on that boy.
Nah, but look though, check it out for real though. Seriously. Um, I can understand one side of it that the woman is coming from. Oh, it's just this, it's just this, it's just this. All right, so look, Mike, we talk about what you would do for money. We would just talk about lustful spirits and shit like that, right? Like, it's a deeper thing. I'm not saying for all men. Some niggas will be like, I don't give a fuck. We in Mexico. You know, but it's like, and then you got niggas that'll do it just for some selfish reason. Me personally, my personal reason behind it just it's all a spiritual thing for me. Um, when I was younger, I probably would be with you. Like, baby, fuck that nigga. Send us some more pictures of your feet. Shit. First of all, I want to say that I was happy that the nigga that he was saying that he showed that he was reading the letter because I thought he was just gay. And I'm like, why is this nigga worried about nothing? Like this shit was weird.
I was
So
confused too.
so in the
Yeah.
beginning I wasn't even listening for real. But yeah, but what I'm saying is, nah, it's a spiritual thing for me. The same way, like if a woman approached me, Bone, I like the way your body look this way or look that way. Would she be happy that a bitch paid me 2,000 to take a picture of a print or to just feel a motherfucker or do this or do that? Whatever it is, you giving into a lustful spirit, like straight up. And some shit is just weird. I don't mean I'm just weird like that. Like one of my fears about being famous is that a gay person to have my picture on their wall. Like straight the fuck up. Like I'm weird
My
like that.
God.
Well, good.
Like weird people, like shit like that, like
Oh my
because the
God.
spirits be, because them spirits is real. Spirits is real, bro. I don't want no. I'm not saying that's all nigga go get on me and I'm be like, nah. I'm just saying like I don't want no type of. So I gotta fix myself, with the whole lustful thing. You hear me? And that's why I agree with certain things earlier tonight because I'm it's crazy because I'm really dealing with certain things in life to where I got to be better at. But like, so this type of shit, it just falls in that category. It's the same. It's the same fruit from the poisonous tree. I can't be extreme with myself and say, Bone, I don't want you doing this. I can't have you doing this. You can't do this because of these reasons spiritually, and then turn around and allow my woman to take pictures of her feet and say, oh well, it's only your feet, because then I get to doing certain things and say, oh well, it's only this. Oh, it's like when you going to shopping and something, you supposed to be budgeting your money, and you going there and looking, oh well, it's only $19, and then you go to another store, it's only $7, and then you go to another store, it's only this. Then
That's you to
goddamn
spend
it.
$5,000.
Oh, my mama, it's the same type of concept. To where if you would tell yourself it's only this and accept the money right here, what would you do next?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I'll mess with that.
All right, KJ.
So this like that. What was that movie where old boy said he give his paid him $1 million, paid a couple $1 million to sleep with his wife. You know what I'm saying? It's what's the value you put on your woman? You know, 2,000 ain't shit to somebody. You
Indecent.
know, what's the value? I
Indecent.
want and but the right thing to do would have been for her to come to him first to get his blessing, and then a man is gonna let his woman do how he feel about it. If he don't care about her, he is gonna let her take that picture. I don't really care about her that much. Go on, take them pictures. Go on and do that, and put yourself out there. Because next, like Tone said, next I'm gonna have you. Next time, he want to show a knee. Oh yeah, I'm cool with that too. But if your man care about you, ain't no dollar amount gonna fucking matter because you his. Can't nobody come with no amount of money to take nothing. Now I can see if y'all debating because he broke and mortgage is due at 9, you doing what you gotta barely do to you doing what you gotta do to survive, by doing that. But at the end of the day, if your man value you, it can be $1 billion. Well, I ain't say a billion, but it can be a lot more money, for how much he value and what he'll let you do.
All right, Stacy.
Okay, I'm kind of with Tone on this one about spirits and things. Kid you not. Today I was in Walmart and this Caucasian lady said that you are so beautiful. Can I take a picture with you? And I'm like, no ma'am. I told her no. Usually I'm nice. I'll be like, yeah, okay. No. I just, spirits and things and people know, I don't know where this picture may end up. I don't know if, this lady, I don't know. I didn't even know if she was gay or what. I don't know what had happened today, but I refused to take the picture. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not looking my best. I just said that right. And I said, maybe next time, and walked away, not to hurt her feelings. But yeah, I didn't know this lady from Adam and Eve. But my thing is, there's a lot of spirits, there's a lot of everything that goes on out here. And you know what I'm saying? Money sometimes is the root to all evil. You know what I'm saying? So if you value yourself more than money, I would say. So that part.
All right.
This is Justin. We have a breaking news you don't want to miss. Coming up next, Uncensored, the Conversation podcast presents Speak Your Truth. In this powerful segment, our dynamic panel consisting of G Soldier, Ms. Busy Boss, Tara Michelle, Tone Bone, Ricky, and Gateway Louie takes center stage as each one of them will speak their truth, sharing stories from the news that moved them, discussing hot topics that demand attention, or offering uplifting motivational messages to inspire us all. Get ready for raw, unfiltered perspectives and heartfelt moments. Back to you, Lacey.
All right, Teresa had a comment on that topic. She said that decision would have to be mine, not my man's. I would feel like I'm asking him if is it okay to pimp out my feet. My answer would be a hard no. I'm not selling any parts of me for no amount of money. And Tiffany Boston said you be everywhere, LOL.
My sister, hey, boo boo.
All right, Stacy, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you at. You got anything coming up?
So listen to me. I want to say this because this gonna really touch my heart. My mom, if you will, mother-in-law, she said to me, like I was talking to her about things that I was trying to get the boys to understand and to learn about life, you know, as they're trying to mature. Um, but she said, "Look, explain it to them as far as life goes. Tell them it's make them think." And picture like a surfboard and a wave is coming. Tell them to grasp on to that board, hold on, and just ride with the wave, you know? That's how you have to do when it comes to living life, you know? You may have a lot of challenges and, you know, trials and tribulation, but if you just ride with that wave, hold on, you can make it. Also, so that's that, y'all, but listen, y'all can find me in a minute doing a bunch of stuff, but um I really had a fulfilling week. I enjoyed my week. Some time, that well needed time. But anyway, I want everybody to have a blessed week. And y'all remember, ride that wave. You can make it in life. That part.
All right, Tone Bones. Speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
Um, every Thursday for sure, you can always find me down at the Inside Building. You know, on some open mic karaoke shit. Um, lately I've been doing the word up shit too, but I don't know if it's gonna be an every week thing. Um, and I got a battle on the 27th at D Squared on Street Status. I mean, the kid is in rare form too, my mama. But my final thought about everything. Um, don't let fear control your life. Stop living out of fear. I think society conditioned us as a whole to operate off of fear. Um, we can operate out of fear and not know we doing it just because I ain't scared of shit, right? But nah, it's like fear is either fear or love. You get what I'm saying? A lot of and most of us operate out of fear as a defense. You know, it could be a defense thing for you. You know, protecting yourself, walls up type shit. Because you don't want to get hurt. It's something you fear. But to live in that fear, it dictates your life. It dictates your actions. It dictates how you move and how you perceive things. Because not everything could be what you think it is. Just going back to what I was saying earlier, just see the world as half, the glass is half full and not half empty. Because if you go around, with a certain mindset, you'll never get what you truly want. No matter what you accomplish, you'll never have what you really want if you live in life out of fear. Like so. That part, what Stacy said, and and understand the difference in between people that love you and somebody that's just there. Eliminate the people that's just there. We don't need no distractions. That's it.
All right, that was good. Good. KJ, speak your truth. Let them know where they can find you. You got anything coming up?
All right. So you know, you're gonna have, you heard about, people having problems in life to stick to it. You also heard, that you got to keep your mindset positive. And those are two things that you can actively do. Another thing you can actively do is when I get to where I got too much stuff going on in my head and I can't focus and now I can't move because I'm being indecisive. Get out a piece of paper, write them all down, get them out your head, and then write down the steps that just small little steps that you want to do. Doing that type of stuff will help get it out your brain so you can now prioritize it on a piece of paper and have some direction. And sometimes when I can't sleep and I got a lot of ideas going through my head, that's what I do to relax myself and calm myself down. Finally, you get a chance, visit Jazzy 159 Culture Cafe is back open downtown on the east side. I think it's 517 Missouri Avenue. If you're a cigar aficionado, you check out Ash Cigar Bar and also local legends. I'm done.
All right. Yo, my advice for the day. Listen.
Wait a minute. You listen. I feel some type of way. You
You
told
know what? Who raised you up in this
me
mother?
it was good. Okay. That part. I'm just messing with you, babe.
Let's first off, let me tell y'all something. I learned something up in this bug. I was watching something today, and they was like, when people talk of negatively and bad about you, they are scared to tell the truth about you. You know what I'm saying? Like great things about you and every stuff. So people speak on you negative. So stop worrying about what people say about you. I always preach this, period. Let them continue to howl at the moon, because if you feed into the negative energy, then you are giving them energy. Don't care about who they talk to about you either, because these people were never in your life anyway. They aren't affecting your life. So why do you care? So don't give anything that energy. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep progressing in life and love the people that love you, and you're going to succeed in life. Other than that, I got my album, The Weight of My Name. It's dropping August the 1st. Make sure y'all go check it out. I'm gonna set up me an album release party sometime in August too. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, man, y'all already know, man. That's the end of our show. We had a great time. We will see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Good night, everybody. Bars.